Trump's other big peace initiative is to end Russia's war on Ukraine. And Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy is speaking today about the talks he had with the U.S. president in Florida yesterday. Journalist Steve Futterman joins us now from Los Angeles. Steve, earlier today, Zelenskyy answered questions from reporters via a WhatsApp chat. What did he say about his discussions with Trump?
Well, good morning, Chris. This follows the meeting yesterday with Donald Trump, where they both came out of the meetings saying positive things, saying they were closer to a deal. Trump saying perhaps a lot closer. But in this WhatsApp conversation, Zelenskyy was a bit more candid about some of the issues that are facing Russia, the U.S., and Ukraine as they try to work out some sort of peace deal. One of the key issues is that demilitarized zone, which is part of the 20-point peace plan. This is in eastern Ukraine. This is a proposal being made by Zelenskyy. Obviously, Russia wants Ukraine to give up much of that land. This is sort of the counter proposal right now by Ukraine, coming up with this demilitarized zone. Another part of the demilitarized zone concept would be to have a peacekeeping force, an international peacekeeping force. And then there's the issue of the power plant that is now controlled by Russia, once belonged to Ukraine. Ukraine says it does not want to share control of that with Russia. Russia would like to share that with Ukraine. So these are some of the sticking points. Again, the easy issues have been resolved. It's now these very, very difficult issues which they're having problems with. Not a surprise. It's always been an issue of land and the power plant and a demilitarized zone and a peacekeeping force. And that's what seems to be the big issues right now.
Yeah, and Steve, of course, with those big issues still hanging in the balance, we are already seeing quite a bit of reaction this morning. Walk us through that part of the story.
Well, Russia today, one of their spokespeople said that he felt they were reaching the end stage of negotiations. So, I mean, that's a positive sign. But again, the sticking points are not being resolved. Let's take a listen to a retired defense official who was on CBC Morning Live earlier today talking about the issue, perhaps the key issue in all that, the land in eastern Ukraine. Take a listen.
The Russians are very clear on this one. They will not withdraw to the rear of where they are, and they expect the Ukrainians to withdraw from the entire Donetsk Oblast, which would give Russia full access to the Donbass. This is a core Russian war objective. It has been restated multiple times. If they don't get it through diplomacy, they will take it through war. And Trump, actually, in his press conference yesterday, suggested that.
So land, eastern Ukraine land, this is the Donbass region, other parts of eastern Ukraine that Russia basically says belongs to Russia. Ukraine has a much different view. This was controlled by Ukraine until the invasion 4 years ago. So these are the sticking points right now, Chris. Again, you can say we're close to a deal, we're positive, but these sticking points are the most difficult parts of these negotiations. And right now, to be frank, there's no indication that Russia is going to move back from its demands that it take over these lands, and there's no indication Ukraine's moving back from its demand that Russia not take over these lands. So we're possibly at a stalemate despite these potentially positive words being said by all sides.
Right, and 4 years after all of this fighting began. Steve, thank you so much for this.
Thanks,
Steve
Chris.
Futterman in Los Angeles.